Hello everyone, here again we back on the subject how to kill the fallen angel. How we gonna actually take the earth out of their hands, okay? Now, first I wanna address something very important because I feel it can help each and every one of us. Okay, first is to understand mind control. We hear they talk about mind control, and we think they have to put a machine or but it's done in different ways. It can be most of the time mind control is done spiritually, okay, which means that the fallen angels beam ideas into your head, okay, and they actually can manipulate even the movement of your hands. They can actually take you over, okay? Not everybody they can take over because God won't allow it, but they do take over people. They do get to do things that they would never normally do, okay? Somebody who is going into prison, right, who's actually always getting into trouble, going to prison, that's a mind control forces of darkness that is on that person. How they do it, which means they act through that person to get them to do something that is going to cause them to go to jail. Like they're killing a person, okay? They take over that person, have them kill somebody, and then that way you get in prison. The spirit does take over that person, take over their mind, take over how them think, take over what they do and their action. Sometimes they actually spur an argument or they might spur it by having a person say, okay, I'm desperate, I'm going to go rob something, or they put that spirit to actually lead them to actually go there and keep robbing a place, okay? Or let's say recidivism. That's a spirit who is set on that person to actually make them keep going to jail. Okay? Now, those are all done by mind control. They control the person's mind. Now, war and strife. How do you get the one person to be angry with the other person? Because they manipulate those senses. They can manipulate your mind to get angry, okay? And they do it. They make you get angry. They make the person say something. You don't even have to have an argument with somebody to be angry at them, okay? They actually create, and I can see it in a naked sense because I see them doing it, trying it with me, and God allow it for me to see how it is done, okay? There's time when they actually make this negative energy in the house as if your family member and you are the problem. Just that in this case we did not. So they start stirring up all kinds of crazy stuff in your head, okay, and they're doing it the very same thing to the other person as well, and they look for a way to either start a fuse, one would say, light a fire, strike a match to the fire to start something because they're setting that up. Now, whenever I find that, and sometimes it is that strong, I just keep binding it up, kill it in the blood, cover the whole situation in the blood. One time what I did is I take my relationship with my family members out of the hands of enemy and put it in the God hands. Okay? And that you can do for everything. Everything that enemy is coming against you, the relationship with the husband and wife. You take your relationship with your husband out of the hands of the enemy and put it in God's hand. Because you see, your husband go out there and is cheating on you. Who is doing that? Is that him? That's not him. That's a spirit that's on him, okay, that he doesn't have control of. Because it might be something that he is not, and a lot of people don't do it. They're not really praying, okay? Now, once you find the enemy have you doing something, you got to pull that down. You as the wife, anyone who's much stronger, that means that you are the praying party, because everybody pray, but we pray in different ways, and it's always what we said. The word is power, and the word go out there to do just what you said, okay? So if your husband is out there and he's cheating on you, or you got to take your husband out and your relationship with your husband You loving him is loving you, out of the hands of the enemy and put it into God's hands. That way, and let God keep it there, because guess what? There the enemy cannot take it. He cannot separate you. Okay? Now, you're unmarried, okay? You know, people don't even know that enemy can do this to them. I know that he can do this. And what it does, they will block you and stop you from marrying, from getting married. You see a man and a woman live for years and they're not married. Why is that? Because he doesn't love her? No. Okay? Because the spirit, they put a spirit on that person that they'll never get married. Okay? Or that person cannot get married. Or they're moving from man to man. Or they're moving from woman to woman. Okay? Because Satan does that. Okay? What do? You take your life out of the hands of the enemy. You're getting married out of the hands of the enemy, and you put it into God's hands. And you keep it there. You say, Father, keep it in your hands for all eternity. Now, when you do that, and you keep doing that, everything you have in your life, take it out of the hands of the enemy. Your prosperity, your finishing school, your children finishing school, your children exceeding, excelling above and beyond all else. Your relationship with your children and your husband and your co-workers, or you're starting your own business, everything you want to do, you take it out of the hands of the enemy and put it into God's hands. There he cannot get it. Your income, out of the hands of the enemy and put it into God's hand. You're buying your own home, out of the hands of the enemy and put it into God's hand. You keeping your house, the roof over your head, everything that the enemy can come after, you take it out of his hands and put it into God's hand. There he cannot take it. Okay? Now, the next thing you got to do, you got to set all crooked roads straight every day. Just make it an habit. And what I'm telling you is to make these an habit. With this you can say in your mind anywhere. You can be walking, working, and you just repeating this word, and it will go out there and do in your mind what you ask God to do. God take it up and he does do it. It's instant, okay? So now, you cut and clear and set all crooked roads straight that come against you making a living, come against your marriage, come against your relationship with your co-worker, come against your relationship with your neighbor, come against your relationship with your brothers and sisters, and come against how you treat each other and put it into God's hands, okay? All right? Now, every aspect of your life, you can do it in the same way. Everything that the enemy can attack, and he does attack every aspect of your life, okay? Your love for your children, you take it out of the hands of the enemy and put it into God's hand. If you're a molester, you do the same thing, because the enemy put a spirit of molestation on you. Anything that you're doing that is not of God, okay, that's the enemy put that on you. So you take you out of the hands of the enemy, whatever you're doing, and put it into God's hands. That way the enemy cannot come and control you. You got to fill yourself up with God's spirit. Remember, the enemy is bombarding you with their spirit, okay? Filling you up with their spirit. So now you're going to ask God to counteract their spirit. You're going to fill yourself up to your overflow with God's spirit. Let God operate through you. Father, fill me with all your spirit, none left out. I right now ask you to be in the driver's seat of my life. You're steering me now. That means the enemy cannot come and steer you and get you to do anything that you don't want to do. You love out of the hands of the enemy and put it into God's hands. Your love for God himself out of the enemy's hand and put it into God's hands. You can ask God, fill me with the spirit of loving you as you have loved me. Okay, loving my brothers and my sister, man, just the same way as you have loved me. The agape love. The love that is unconditional. We want that love. You want it in your life exceedingly and abundantly. Let you run over. Here, I think it's Tasha Combs said, I want to run over. Okay? Right now you're asking God to fill you up with His love and let you run over. Okay? Spill over with His love, with His power. Okay? Not by might, not by power, but by your Spirit. Make God's Spirit full and run over and fill you up. Now, like I said, word is power. So whatever you declare, that's why a lot of time the enemy want us to say, I am not good enough. I am, and then put a inferiority complex in you. First they put it in the movies, right? Because like I said, the TV is a what? Witchcraft box, okay? They use it to mind control people. Whatever you see on there, that's how you think. And there's a spirit actually in you now to make you think that way, how they want you to think. Okay, they're like you're an African American. My skin is not good enough. No, your skin is beautiful. I for one adore my skin color. I adore it. Okay, because it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and it's from God Himself. I adore everything that God gives to me. Okay, and because I am a reflection of God Himself. Okay, how does God describe Himself? My skin as burnt brass. My hair is as wool. I remember when I realized, beginning to know myself, and we were the only people with that hair of wool. Nobody else has it. And it didn't make me feel inferior. It made me feel like there's something special about it. Why does everybody has this straight hair, as I'm going to say, like a goat, but I have the hair of the sheep, wool. Oh. Okay? Okay, and then I said it must be something very powerful. Okay? God said I'm going to separate, right, the goat from the sheep. Okay? So He's telling us something there. Okay? Now, I for one love, and I always, no matter how the enemy trying to make it, the people would say this or that about black people trying to bring it down, I wouldn't buy it. Okay? I would not buy it. Okay, because I am special. I am the only one who looks like I do, and there can be nobody like me. Okay, and I would look and I see the beautiful beauty of the black skin, and I for one never really, like I said, I love me. I love my beautiful brown bronze complexion, and I do love it, and I love my black brother with his dark skin complexion, which is dark chocolate, and somebody once said, boy, it's this. I don't think it is, because I would only date somebody with dark skin. Okay, I wouldn't if you even like me, it's a no. All right, it was a no. Okay, and I was always like that, and it always been that way. Okay, so like I said, I look and I see black people, and I see the most beautiful people in the world. I know what the world is trying to say and what the lies there. If you're working so hard at it to tell all these lies about black people and to bring them down as if they're not worth anything, it made me take a reflection back on who is doing it. And I say that's the way they feel about themselves, but they want to project it on us. Okay, so I don't discriminate about anybody's skin color, because like I say, nobody create themselves. Okay, everything is God creates some people, God didn't create others. Okay, and that's a fact. The fallen angel actually did a sacrilege by coming down here and fornicating with men and have an hybrid, and the hybrid is all around us today. If you see people and they have no love for each other, where does that spirit come from? From the fallen angel. God is love. God love. Okay? So yeah, there's no hate. Okay? That gonna come from you if you are of God. Okay? You hate evil, right? Of course, because it's evil. So you hate evil. Alright? And any kind of evil, them you're not gonna be able to deal with because they're evil. Okay? Now, I hear they blaming all the Africans, saying the Africans killing out the this and them killing out the that, and it's all about them killing this. The last time I looked, it wasn't African who killed. African kill the animals. When they kill animals, they kill it to eat it. It's food. But when the other races go, they do it for sport. They kill out everything inside. All over this planet, there have been vegetation. Africans are here from the beginning of time. They are man. Okay? Not every African is man, but the majority is. All right? All right? Otherwise, God would not deal with you. All right? You would be just like the others who want to kill. If I used to look at black people and I said, why is black people so they're not into, and if you see black people killing each other and God, that's always a spirit, because it's not natural to them. Everybody come and you welcome them. Right? Why is that? They are very welcoming people. A white person can come and live where a black person is, and the black person is not killing them. Okay? But the opposite is not true. If a black person go into a white person neighborhood to live, they cannot live there, because they would kill, they would take everything you have, and it's a fact. We see history, and they tell history themselves that it is done. Why is that? It is done because there's no love in you. Because you're not going to want to take something or kill somebody unless it's to defend yourself. Or you don't even want to kill somebody defending yourself as well. Okay? So we know that some people is of God and we don't know who. But like I said, I'm not here to say who is what. But I just can say by the fruit you shall know them. So if we see people, and we don't care if they're black or they're white, because like I said, some black people are of the devil himself too. They have to interbreed with the devil. The devil interbreed with them. So the descendants, and you can see a lot of descendants, the black people descendants, always in the power structure of government, because Satan put his bloodline in the government power structure. Okay? Okay? Okay, so all the power structure around the earth, running the government, is always fallen angel bloodline. Okay, if you do any research, read the Bible, you will see that. Okay, they become the men of old, they become the renowned men of old. That's what the Bible tells you. That means that them set themselves up as the power structure, and that's what the fallen angel does. They're doing it today, same way. All the people. And people too, I remember when I hear them talk about shape shifting and all that, and we don't know what it is. We think it's all crazy, but it's a fact. This world is all about magic. Okay? And the people are in power are using magic to keep themselves in power, by the way. And that's how it runs. It's a power thing. Okay? So now we talk about, go back to the subject of how to kill the fallen angel. How do we actually kill the fallen angel? By the word. Not by might, not by power, by your spirit, God. The word of God is a spirit. Okay? And like I said, you got to do it by the spirit, by the word. Okay? So how do we do it? Now, I'm going to give you an example of how I do it. Okay? Now, when I speak, I can see everything that's happening. I can see the spirits when they come in. I can see the fallen angel and all that stuff. Okay? Because like I said, I have the power of God that operates through me to get it done. So when I speak, I know immediately what's happening. So I know it's work. Okay? Now, what I do is, right? Let's say right now with the fallen angel, and we know they're trying to take it over. They call it the one world government. That's their government, right? So we said right now we can command them, give them simple command, and you can do that anywhere you are. Okay, even if you feel funny, you can just give it command. I command you to destroy yourself, or you can put it back on them. Whatever they're doing to you, you can put it back on them. Okay, they're spirit, but believe me, they get it just like how you would get it. Okay, and keep doubling up on it for all eternity. Give it back to them. Okay, what I am here to teach you is not what the church would teach you, because the church they've been taught by the Catholic Church, which who is the Catholic Church? The devil himself. They infiltrate all the churches, and now you to become a pastor in any one of these churches, what do you have to do? You have to go to a college and become a pastor through their seminary, and they give you the mandate of what you must teach the masses, okay? How to lead the masses into darkness. That's what I call it, okay? Because I go to church and I do keep the Sabbath, right? I don't buy and sell, and I don't work on the Sabbath because that's God's day of rest, okay? He told me that himself. I used to do it as a kid and then I stopped. God said, no, you have to do it now, and I have to do it. So we know that Saturday is the day of God, okay? And we know it's not Sunday. I grew up, I knew that Saturday is a Sabbath, and now, but the funny thing is with people who said Sunday is a Sabbath, how can you say that when the Catholic Church themselves is telling you that they changed the day of God to Sunday, which is sun worship, okay? No, the Catholic Church is not of God. The black pope is not of God. The white pope is not of God. They are the one who is trying, who Satan used to kill the masses. All the people in power is not your friend. They are there killing the masses. It's only God why they haven't killed us all already. That's why they build the FEMA and the FEMA camps. Why it's not there for no for any disaster relief. What happened to the people when they go into the FEMA camp? Have you ever seen any one of them again? No. Why they're locking children into those FEMA camps, into the Walmart, and the children parents are home, but the children is locked up in these camps, not going back with their children, and nobody's saying anything. Okay, but right now we can do something by prayer. We might not can go up there and big and bad, but guess what? Everything is done by spirit. So we ask the Spirit of God to take those children out of the FEMA camps, okay, the Walmart, and the people, anybody they have, and they're still around, because most of them is dead. Why they keep the children? Because they want to molest these children, okay? They want to do horrible things to these children. They feel that nobody can give account for them, but God is giving account for them. So we take those children and we take them out of the hands of the enemy, because they're in the enemy's hand right now, and we'll put them into God's hands, okay? There they are safe. And we're going to give God thanks right now for taking them out of the hands of the enemy and put them back in the hands of their family, who's there worried about them, really going crazy every day. I cannot imagine what the parents is going through, who their children is locked into these Walmart camp, sleeping on the floor like dogs. Now, is that the way we as a people treat man? No. There's no love there. Why is these children not sent right back home with their parents? Why are you keeping the children in these FEMA camps? No, no, no. These children should be home, and they will go home to their parents, because we know God is power. And we not ask if them have to deliver them. We command them be delivered back to their parents. And immediately. And we keep doing so until their God move and do it. Because we know God is love, and God don't like the children being in there. Okay? So right now we ask that all the children that is in these Walmart camps, for God to, right now we ask God to take them out of the hands of the enemy and put them into his hands. Okay? And right now we cut and clear the children in the blood, and all crooked road straight that come before the children. And right now we ask you, Father, and we thank you for doing so in advance, because we know it's already done, that these children go back into the arms of their loving parents who is waiting for them. And right now those parents cannot sleep. These parents cannot eat because their children is in those FEMA camps. And I, for one, will not sit down and do nothing. I am going to be on the prayer line with God with it, because I know that not by might, not by power, but by God's Spirit, those children will go back to their parents. Just like they're trying to kill all my people. They're trying to kill every single black person. And it's always the you, okay? It's always first the black person, right? Now it's the children. They put the children in FEMA camp. Then comes the black people because they're coming up with all kind of way. Oh, the black people are killing out the animal. Oh, in Africa, we're gonna have to keep the population down because it's killing out the animal. Oh, Prince Charles and his children and all the royal family go down to Africa and them do it as sports, killing the animals, and they kill everything inside that they see. Okay, that's a fact. Okay, the Africans has been there before the fallen angel braid you and put you there. Okay, and we'll be here. We're not of the fallen angel, we are of God, and we know that God protect his own. There's no fallen angel who can come and devour us. Okay, all right, there's no fallen angel who's gonna come, because we are the what? The children of Israel. We are from Jacob bloodline. We know that the fallen angel bloodline are claiming to be that, but we know who we are in spite of all that we've been through with slavery, being sent to the four corners of the earth. God still loves us, right? We are not out there. What does Revelation 3:9 say? They are liars who call themselves Jews and are not. Okay, they're from the synagogue of Satan. Now, they are the power structures of the earth because Satan is their father. And we see what they do with that power. Okay? If it's not for God, they would have been dead already. But they can't kill us because God is for us. And if God be for us, and he is, who can be against us? I know for one that Satan cannot kill me. Okay? He can't. He wants to, but he can't. Okay? But guess what? There's something they don't want you to know. You have power. I have power, so do you. You have power over the enemy. It's just the word. You speak the word, okay? Remember, word is spell. That's what they use to get people into the days. Everybody's in a daze. Everybody, all they're doing, they actually take away the human rights of man, okay? Saying that even the animal is higher than you. The way the Agenda 21, what they put out, state that they're going to put man into a little cubby hole, and all of the land is reserved for the animals and all of the land is reserved for the plants. Now we just sit back there and make them put that agenda out and we do nothing. Where you ever hear that? Because what? They're using spells. Nobody agreed to any of these laws. They just put it in and they think they're God themselves. No. But we know something that they don't know. We know it's all done by the Spirit, and we have power over all spirits. We have power over all entities. All the fallen angels and their bloodline, we have power over them. Okay? So all we have to do is give them command, because they have to take your command, right? So we do it like this. Every fallen angel and their bloodline, the witch, the wizard, the sorcerer, magician, the Illuminati, the secret society, the one world government, okay, all its components, Rome, the black pope, the white pope, okay, all the demonic bloodline, the lies who call themselves Jews and are not, the fake Jews, those who are in Israel calling themselves Jews and are not. Them, we too, we bind them up, we pull them down. We pull on their strong men and strong all over us. Everything that they set up over us, we pull it down right now. We bind up all the demonic altar. We command it destroy itself. We burn it to we burn it down by Holy Ghost fire. All the demonic altars that they set up to control and to take over the earth, to dull us down, to mind control us, we right now bind it up. We destroy it by Holy Ghost fire right now. We burn it to ashes. We command it destroy itself. We bind them all in the lake of hell fire for all eternity. We command them to put themselves in chains as they get to hell, never to answer up to a conduct call or spell. We wage war against them. We kill them. We destroy them. We defeat them in the blood. We wage war. We kill. We destroy. We defeat all our enemies in the blood. The Rothschild, the Windsors, all the demonic bloodline, all the bloodline families, known and unknown to us, all the witches, the wizard, the sorcerer, magician, all the demonic sickness, all the demonic food, the Monsantos, the big business, all the lies, all the Gestapo regime, all that coming against us with war and strife. We bind up that war and strife within our home, within our family, on the job, that come against our prosperity, that coming against us rise up to being what God created us to be, the men and the women, the leaders, the doctors and the lawyers, and all that God designed us to be. We bind up all forces of darkness that coming against us being what God created us to be, children of God, children of the Most High. The word of the pants down, we bind it up right now. We command it destroy itself. All that enemy put against the black man, the black boy, the black girl, the father and the mothers, okay, incest, reprobate of mind, homosexuality, bestiality, fornication, adultery, worthlessness, inability to prosper, inability to conceive, inability to make a living. We bind it up right now. We bind up all forces of darkness, known and unknown to us. All who is in Antarctica, we bind them up. All who is in the Caribbean, working in Africa, the oldest strong men and strong of drugs, demon of prison, fallen angel, the marine forces of darkness, we bind them up. The drug addiction, the sex addiction, all addiction, we bind it up right now and we command it destroy itself. All that the mind control, all the demonic personality, we bind it up right now. We command it destroy itself. All that is not of God, that's on God's creation, we command them destroy themselves immediately. We bind them up in the lake of hellfire for all eternity. Put yourself in chain as you get there. Never to answer up to a condor call or spell. All mind control, demonic personalities, demonic possession, whether it is possession in the home, poltergeist, whatever the situation is and it's demonic. Right now, we bind it up. We command it destroy itself. We bind it to the lake of everlasting fire of hell for all eternity. Poverty, lack and want, hate, bitterness and murder, envy and jealousy, sexual attack against women and children, molestation of the children, beating of the children and treating them crude, beating of our spouses, war, all that is not of God, that is true, that is manifesting themselves through us. We bind it up right now. We command them to destroy themselves. We bind them in the lake of hellfire for all eternity. The cloning factories, we bind it up all right now. The World War III, all the problem in the Middle East, all the destabilization of the financial system, the IMF, the Federal Reserve, all the demonic forces of darkness that take over this industry, that is really operating. What I find, it's the big business, all the big business. Who is operating those big business? It's all spirits.